What's up, traders? In today's video, I'm going to share with you a simple trick that I use to prevent my winning trades from turning into losers. What's up, everybody? First, I appreciate you being here very, very much. If you're listening in, watching, wherever you are, I appreciate you very much. For those of you that are new, my name is Austin Silver. I know today's video is going to provide you some value that you're going to be able to use in your trading going forward to help you make smarter, more risk-based decisions to help keep more money in your pocket and increase your P&L. So if you're new to the channel, first hit that red, it kind of matches the color of my shirt, hit the red subscribe button down below me to make sure that you don't miss any of my future videos. And if by the end of this you find value, and I know a lot of you don't like to drop comments for whatever reason, you're just, short attention span, you're on to the next video. But if you find any value, just hit the thumbs up button for me, because that does help me spread this content to other traders in the community to, again, just help everybody make better trading decisions going forward. Because the thing that I'm going to talk about today about how I prevent winning trades from turning into losers, and I'm going to show you even how I did it today with AudUsd. This type of stuff wasn't out there when I started trading 5 years ago. There was no type of guidance like this when I got into this business. So if there's anything that I can do for you to help shorten your learning curve, that is why we are here. That's why I'm here. That's why we're growing here at ASFX. So in the meantime, actually, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys, check the link down below to our new website. Go check that out. We spent a lot of money, a lot of time to build this awesome website for you. You can see testimonials from real traders all over the world, and we're actually going to be putting out some new blogs very soon that are going to be, in my opinion, revolutionary for the trading community. So check out the links down in the description. I want you guys to see that. But if we turn over to TradingView, you can see the P&L right here from today. Again, I traded AudUsd. It was a pretty quick trade this morning. I could have been done within an hour, but I ended up letting a piece of it stay in. And as that piece stayed in, it came closer and closer to my stop loss in profit. There's a little hint at what we're going to talk about today. And that's where you see this top position here only out for about 4 pips. But if you look at the open prices, you can see I was in at 0.6660 and 0.6659. So very close with those two entry prices, just about 1 pip in difference between them. But I split my risk there between the two. And that's what we're going to focus on today, to talk about how we can prevent really good trades or even mediocre trades from turning into losers once they go into profit with us. We first have to understand how we determine the difference between a really good trade and a mediocre trade, an okay setup. So again, with the P&L, you can see the two open prices, you can see the way that those were closed, you can see how quickly they were closed, and if we turn over to TradingView, you can actually see what happened to AudUsd today. Clearly, it fell off the cliff here based on some Euro and US dollar news, but I was still able to get in this morning at about 5:15, 5:30, and I was able to make money, as you saw on the P&L, lock my stop loss to make sure that I didn't lose any money, and get out of the trade in profit before this massive fall, before this massive drop off. So let's talk about how I really determine the difference between a good setup and a bad setup. Now today, we have what I would consider a C setup. I grade my trades A, B, or C, and those grades tell me what percentage of my overall account I should risk on that entry signal. My entry signals, the A1, the D1, and the D2, all have very precise entry signals, like very precise prices that we need to get in when a formation presents, but they also have detailed stop losses and detailed take profit and exit strategies. So when we see the A1 presenting, the candle closes, the formation is there, you go down the checklist. As you go down that checklist, if there's nothing wrong with it, when you ask yourself what could be better with this, if there's nothing there, then that would be an A or maybe a B setup, and that would be something you'd want to put more size into, logically. But at the same time, if you go down your checklist and yeah, that is an A1 formation or a D1 formation, whatever it is, but maybe it's not that perfect. Maybe ADR could have been better, or the liquid 50, TDI could have been better. If there's things that could be better about the trade, that's where I go in and size it down as a B or a C, and I trade it smaller, and I don't stay in it as long. Now, it's not just the position size that the grade determines. It also determines how long I stay in the trade and how I move my stop loss. For example, if it's an A setup and it goes 2-to-1, I'm not going to move my stop loss to break even, because I think A setups can go to 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1. That's what makes them A setups. So I leave my stop loss at the original position there a little bit longer. I wait for it to go to 3-to-1, 4-to-1, and then I move the stop. But if you take a trade like today, where it's a C setup, as soon as I go up 1R, I take some of the profit, take some of the trade out, and I move my stop loss. Because with C setups, you never know what's going to happen, and today's a great reason for that. Now, of course, There's going to be C setups that I've talked to you guys about in other videos where they run 7R on a C setup. It happens. But for me, the consistency in trading comes from being really picky and making sure that in those less probable trades, the B's and the C's, that you don't give back any money. If you go into profit on a C setup, you should never give back money, ever. The only time I'll ever give back money really is in an A setup that doesn't end up working out, because that happens. That's when I'm in the trade looking for more and it ends up turning against me. So again, even there, listen to what I'm saying. The consistent bag, no matter what the grade is always the way to go if you're trying to build, in my opinion, a long-term business in this industry. Now, you can see this morning I was quick on this trade. There was not a lot of time really from when I took the position to when I was out of the trade. It was 30-40 minutes, and it trickled sideways here at yesterday's high, which was a clear level that we saw, that we knew it was going to have a hard time breaking. So when it couldn't break, I started to close some of this trade, as you'll see here on the 1 minute on the left side. Now you can see from when I took the position basically straight into profit. I closed about 50% of the trade when we were up over 1R, and as it came back down and started to move kind of sideways there off yesterday's high, if I zoom out you can see it right here, as we started to move sideways there and we started to break under the EMAs, we broke the 50, couldn't get back above with a higher high. Instead, we were making lower highs. So because we couldn't get back through, that's where I ended up taking a little bit more, and then I ended up getting stopped full out here in profit as it came back down. Now, look, had I not moved my stop into profit, this would have came down and taken me out here for a loss at whatever position size I still had in. But because I followed my grading rules, meaning for a C setup, take some off at 1R and lock the stop, because that's what I do for all my C setups, it was a profitable day. And it was quick. I was done trading by 7:30. Riley and I went out to breakfast, even during the corona, and went to the bank and did things that I love to do. I was able to do yoga with her this morning. Gonna go for a run after this. It's beautiful because I can be in and out. I know where my money is. I know how to manage these by the grade, and then I just move on and do it again tomorrow. And that consistency over the last, I haven't been doing that all 5 years. I would say that's been 3 years now. That's what's built my business, and that's what I want to share with you guys. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do by putting out these videos. So let me know what you think. I know it's a quick trade. I know it isn't one of those all-day runners, but still over 1.5% gain on the day. Not my biggest day, but we do it again tomorrow. We're up 3% on the week already. Do it again the next day. It's a 5% week with 3 trades. So for me, the small bags but consistent wins are always the way to go. If we want to just take a look, since we're here and we're talking, at Bitcoin, today we're seeing a nice bullish move. We're at 91.73 now. This is Wednesday, May 27th at 1:15 in the morning, 1:15 in the afternoon. I want to show you guys, if you just look at the EMAs, right? Remember how we've talked about how price action got above the 8 and the 21 EMA? Well, if we turn off the 50, the 200, and the 800, it's trying to reclaim the 21 here, which is a good sign. You can see we're holding the level here at 85.60, right? Making a higher low off of that, which is good. Now I want to see this come higher. And with the TDI here in the buy zone, we could definitely see this thing over 10K in the next couple of weeks. So be patient with it, right? As we always have to say. But if you're a long-term believer in it like me, I think there's still a lot of value to be holding some Bitcoin. And that's what I'm doing. Not money that you need to pay rent, but if you have money to lose, course, then you could consider putting that money into Bitcoin. I think it's a great idea. I'm waiting for more silver to show up too. I think it's going to be here tomorrow or Friday. But other than that, if you want to just take a look at a few other things, we talked about EuroCAD from yesterday, just a massive move to the downside. If you take a look at this on the 1 hour chart, look at that, 135 pips, never even breaking back inside the 8 EMA. New low a week, off the 21 EMA, short biased overall, and boom, 140, 130 pips on that. It's a huge move, and that's really, I think, happening because you see, look at all the volatility here on the dollar index. Over the last 2 days, it's moved a lot. And if we look at Euro USD, it's responded completely to the T in inverse. You saw the move up yesterday. The divergence on top trying to push that lower, couldn't even make it all the way to the 800. It retested 109.30 and took off all the way up over 1.1 now. So we're now at 1.103 at the high today. And I think you're probably going to see more bullish movement here as we go into the end of the week. And what's interesting, if you look at Forex Factory, the 2 big news events today. One, the UK chief negotiator this morning said the EU needs to evolve its position to reach an agreement. So they're talking about Brexit. They need to make adjustments in Brexit. And also, if you take a look, just a few hours ago, Mike Pompeo said today, I reported to Congress that Hong Kong is no longer autonomous from China, given the facts on the ground. The United States stand with the people of Hong Kong. I don't understand how to interpret that. It just says here, the US won't certify Hong Kong autonomy, endangering trade status. What does that mean? That they stand with the people, but Hong Kong is no longer autonomous from China? I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. I think this is definitely something that we're going to see continue to push us closer to what looks like, I mean, a lot of people are even saying we're at war with China now. I believe we are, but I mean, even today, Walter Bloomberg tweeted that China President Xi said that they're mobilizing troops to get ready for some type of ground movement, whether they think they're fighting us or they're going to try to retake Hong Kong physically, or they're going to try to retake Taiwan. Who knows what's going to happen, honestly. And I'm not trying to be a doomsday. I know we're just talking about trading here today, but you got to pay attention to this stuff because it does have an economic impact around the world. Look at gold today, way down here, down under 1,700, just bouncing back this afternoon. And then if you even look at silver, having a good day, over $17 an ounce now. Remember, we started talking about silver 2 weeks ago, and this was at like $14, now up to 17. Pay attention, guys. Precious metals, gold, silver, crypto, and the Forex market as a whole are in for it as this global economic situation that we're living through continues to unfold in what seems like unpredictable ways. But no matter what, the most consistent thing here is our trading. If you're trading good systems, and if you know how to not give back money when you do go into profit, which was the purpose of today's video, then you're going to be okay. No matter what economic situation, no matter how much chaos we live through, our systems are continuing to paint entries. Go watch my other videos in the playlist down below. You'll see this has not changed. Now, of course, there's not trades every day, and not every trade isn't a trade that runs all day. Look at this one. You got to be able to determine the grade of the trade and which entry signal you're taking. But if it's a tested system in Forex, because it's a technical market, meaning it doesn't gap, it's open 24/5, there's no reason that this market is not going to experience just, I think, more volume and more volatility. You're going to have more people wanting to trade. Banks are going to be pushing more money. That's going to increase overall uncertainty in the world. And I think you'll see people come into the Forex market. Even big hedge funds will start to come into Forex. You'll see it's only getting bigger. So you're on the forefront if you're watching this. Now, take the step forward. Find the system, whether it's with us, with ASFX or not. I don't care. Find a system. You could build it. I built mine. I built the ones that we teach. Find the system, test it, prove it, demo it, then put the real money in. Let's go. It's time to get to work. You have no time to waste. Every day that you are not trading, you're going to look back on this time frame and you're going to be like, God damn, he was right. I should have started years ago. I should have started when I heard Austin say that video back in 2020. That's where you don't want to be. Take the step, whether it's with me or with anybody else, get involved in making money online with a system. You need a system. You need to know how to grade the trades because they're not all the same, and then you'll be okay. You follow those rules, follow those risk management systems, and you'll be okay. You won't blow your account. You won't lose your ass like a lot of people. And if there's anything I can do to help you get started or push you in the right direction or motivate you, whatever it is, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My email address is thesilverinvestmentgroup@gmail.com. You can always reach me there. You can reach me on Instagram at AustinSilverFX right up here, wherever. I'm always here for you guys. Comment down below if you need me, as always, too. I check all the comments and get back to everybody. So I hope you found some value. We did the AU recap, talked a little bit about Bitcoin, talked a little bit about the overall economic situation. Let me know if you disagree or if you agree with me in the comments down below. And if there's anything, like I said, that I can do for you guys, please let me know. I appreciate your time so much, everybody. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.